Damn, I thought this was all done. What the hell? Yeah, fuck me on my shit, man. Show. Uh, damn. So shit, man. Shit, man, right there. And where's my double emblem? That's my shit, man. I ain't showing it. Shit. Okay, we going back live. Okay, we still here. It's all good. We gonna get through it. Welcome to the Real Is Podcast. We're trying to straighten a couple of things out. Got to get the green screen straightened out. You give me a couple of seconds. Give me a couple of ticks. Let me get some other shit going on the way I needed to go. Let me get my design on real quick before I do that. Let me show something. Let me show you something. Damn, man, I got to refresh this, y'all. Give me a few ticks. Shit right there. Shit go, man. I need my background. Let me show you that you out here. Show. There we go. And I need you to show. All right, give me back. Okay. Come on, why you ain't showing? I need you to show. On this one right here. Right there, show. What is going on? Camera, man. All right, check it out, y'all. Trying to get my video stuff right. Virtual background. I need this to turn on. All right, virtual background. Yeah. Why aren't you wanting to turn on when you can? There we go. Now let me reverse that. Let me flip this camera. All right, that's what I needed to see. Video. And turn that thing off right there. All right. How you doing, How you doing, everybody? How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all guys doing? It's awesome to be back. Thank you once again. I always like to give thanks to my subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for dealing with me here at the Real List Podcast. So thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. But check it out. We're going to talk about what's going on in the news. Man, there's a lot going on in the news. It's the world on fire. Let me adjust a little bit, put my screen adjustment on a little bit. All right, I think that will back, man, a little. Yeah, that's a lot better. Uh-oh. we still here. We're just getting things together. All right, let's get this. Go back to my settings. Seems like we're having a few little issues here. Just gotta hold on. Let me get my settings together. Just gotta catch up with the stuff. All right, here we go. This video. Gotta allow. All right, we're gonna try the other way in the design. There we go. Hopefully y'all better come in from the green screen. Green screen gotta get noticed. That's the issue. Man, I'm supposed to see you, Pepe. Come on now. Let me get my stuff together here. Why you don't like my banner? You show that. You want to show that? You want to show? Oh, here we go. Here we go. My touch. Come on, man. Why don't you like me? This iPad shit be sucking, man. They want me to do something like that. They don't want. Oh, here we go. There we go. I guess it'll show. Hopefully, let's see. Damn. Still don't want to show for me, Pepper. Damn. You suck. My iPad suck right now. Don't want to show the shit. That is a pet peeve of mine. This is fucking with me. I promise you. It truly is. All right, let me refresh and see. And then get the fuck out here. Out there. All right, let's see. Come on back. Damn, it's showing. This shit was showing. There we go. Damn. There we go. We back. Yeah, we back. All right. We got the banner showing. Ah, now I can relax. Everything looking good. Let me see. Yeah, we got all our shit together. Okay, we good. Anyway. All right, let's get to some music because this is a live show. That's why, I had to work my shit together. We good. We back in order. Let's get to some music, damn it. Oh, yeah. Let's get to something nice. See what we got going on tonight. Because there's going to be some news. We got to talk about the news. So, to get started, I want to play some music a little bit because I like to enjoy my day with music. It's just such a refreshing thing. It's such a refreshing thing to be able to just calm your day, listen to some music, get into your own little mode and mood, and you just feeling good about what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to play some 2000s South hip hop. Let's see what they got going on in this channel right here. Let's see what we got going on. I ain't got the boss. I gotta play the boss. Gotta play the boss. Hold on. I don't even want to start it with that. I don't don't even want to deal with him. I don't want to deal with you either. Oh, I ain't feeling it. No. This is too much for me right now, y'all. I gotta chill out. Hold on. We gonna go with the R&B. God damn, they hit me too hard in the mouth. Too much. All right. I can deal with this. We can deal with that a little bit. All right. Damn. Oh. That almost stressed me out. I guess I'm getting old a little bit, you know. Yeah. Shit. Stressful. Shit. Some people live for fortune. Some people live just for the cash. She ain't lying. Some people do just live for a whole lot of bullshit. But first of all, we got starting out with a little news segment. We got Puffy out here asking for a retrial or a mistrial. You got Donald Trump acting completely fucking out of fucking control and in control at the same time because he know what he's doing. He know what he was constructed to do. You understand what I'm saying? Donald Trump is not he's not as turn her down, son. See, the thing is, Donald Trump knows specifically what he's doing and why he's doing it. There's a lot that, you know, we don't like to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of things are just true because they just are when it comes to specific policies, when it comes to this overlay culture. Do you understand all of the implementations that we have in place today were created by the origins of the Americas? It's funny how you could teach people, how you could teach the globe all of these wonderful, illustrious ways to be civilized, and that shit can bite you in your ass. It's kind of sad how humanity is going out like this. Shit is bad. I tell you, man, we got to do better with learning what happened in humanity for real. It's a over 300,000 year history we have. But you see how they like to cut the shit off at like, say, I want to cut it off at 6,000. 6,000. No, you can't. That's when you walked out of caves. That's when you started gaining status. That's when some of your behaviors were so immature. Like you gotta understand, like, the reason why these people wanted to take over and conquer the icons is because they were children. They thought like children. Children don't have forethought. Their parents have that for them. That's why they're children. That's why you have specifically a world of people today that behave like 15 years old here in America. No matter how old you are, you just probably not, mentally you're not older than fucking 15, 16 years old. 16 is a stretch for most of you. I don't want to hear your mouth. Bye. Mary, I ain't in the mood. I damn sure don't want to hear you. But anyway, y'all like this shit. Anyway. But check it out. The problem is relies in telling a false narrative. Not just the history, a false narrative completely. I mean, I know this is a pre-show. I know I'm live, but when it comes to the news, you know, I was listening to Malcolm Nance and Joy Reid earlier. You know, the Democratic attaboys that are really turning turning bad now. They you know they got something to say, and I kind of appreciate the truth coming out. But when they was on these news outlets, they was tapping hard. So none of they got these platforms out here, and they are figuring out like, hey man, I don't want to deal with that shit no more. I want to do my own thing. So I'm pretty proud of people for stepping out and doing. Journalists is really coming out that want to be the truth tellers now for real. But they really can't do no better job than anybody else. Is what they don't. That's what they really understand now. They're humble. But due to the fact that they're popular and they do have money and they had a good run, as far as making their money on these with these jobs and these big stage platforms. But don't you understand that's how business is anyway? When you're upset, when you know how to do something and you can do it for yourself, these are the actual times in this digital age that we live in today. This is where everything is going. The carbon footprint has went digital, literally. So you can say I'm right, wrong, or indifferent, but literally this is the new carbon footprint. If you have something to say, if you are a person that can invest in yourself and retain and gain a following, yeah, it takes work. It takes, I don't have the best platform as far as aesthetics, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to improve as much as I can. That takes money. And have you guys noticed I ain't asked you for much? I got to get somewhere first, right? I got to be, what you call, credible. That's why I actually use my own information that I purchased, my books, my commentary. To add to my commentary, I invest into myself and into my brain and into my way of being, because that way you can never catch me in a scandal. And anyway, yeah, for real though, that's actually true. That's actually how I want to come across, and that's what I want to. That's how I want to appeal to you. Not a scandalous person, just a person that tells the truth. I didn't tell you I was perfect. I didn't tell you that I was, some type of different. Yeah, I'm different as fuck. Yeah, I'm different, but I'm still human. So allow me to be human. Allow me to be the person that I'm supposed to be, but I'm not a scandalous person. Let's just get that straight. I just want to make sure I maintain that perspective that you need to understand. Where's my damn pick? Anyway, about to get to a little music. I was gonna listen to a little news with y'all too, but we can also discuss that, So it's all good. It's just the fact that everything that you tell people of other ethnicities that are not like you, and when they find out you never told them a lie, everything you told them was specific, it was the truth, it was factual, it has some rooted messages in it that were able to be revealed simply because that's how time tells you how these things happen. Like if you look at that post I put up today, do you understand? We have to rediscover the lands that we are in now. That's why they try to build things up for this, build things over that. This is a very serious situation. So why would you not understand that we actually do have tasks? Why do you not understand that you have to get? I think you do understand. That's the beautiful part about it. You should understand that you have to master something in order to feel fulfilled. You can master being a husband. That's a hell of a mastery right there because it comes with so many attributes. You can master being a wife. That's a hell of a thing right there because it comes with so many attributes. As long as you can do good at those things, I consider that success. But some people want to be good at so many other things, but don't want to be good at who and what they are and what actually the roles that they assign. The reason why I want to be a good husband is simply because it's a role that's assigned to me that I feel like the roles that I assign to myself, I should do what? Do the best that I can at them. You understand what I'm saying? I should be mastering. I created a child. I should be mastering how to be the best dad. If you understand what I'm saying. So when it comes to what it really all boils down to is in the news, all this shit is to fluster your brains in order for you to take away from doing those type of things that you should be doing. That's for real. That's kind of how I feel about this situation. Because if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for that, literally, how would you know if you are, you know, in a good situation if you're not participating? You can't find ways out. You have to find ways in. That's why I'm grateful for the elements of people that we have within us as far as being to learn, grow, evolve, and learn. Keep continuing the process of learning yourself, simply because that's really the best medicine to your neutrality, your left and your right brain. I'm gonna be on later. I think I want to get out because I think I made a good point. But then I want to stay on and listen to some music and chill out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I guess we'll keep going. What's happening? It's cool. Let's play some more. Let's play some more music. All right. Neo got down on this shit, but I don't want to hear it. Maybe this wasn't my favorite era of music. I don't want to hear none of this shit. I think it all sucks. Shut up. I ain't in the mood for Mariah Carey ass either. So let me see what I want to listen to. 90s R&B essentials. Let's check that shit out. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. All right. That's a good Thursday going into a Friday vibe. Yo, I'll be back. Stay tuned. I'll be back, y'all. All right. We're gonna come back on the screen. Check it out. I found the show. I'm gonna play the audio of it in the background. Let me get my screen straight for you guys. I found the audio of Malcolm Nance and Joy Reid, and I'm gonna go scroll back through a couple of moments they was talking about, and let me show you the difference in the tone of how they really conduct their show. How Malcolm Nance and Joy, the interaction, the talk. You know how they're the whole sudden change of the sudden change of how they even seriously they talk. So I'm gonna play some. Check it out. Here we go. Catch you up. Stay tuned. Here we go.
I'm here, and we're going to talk more about that. But now I'm in Canada, and I'm on the Canadian side. Oh, very nice here
in Canada. Malcolm is in Canada.
Yeah. In the Laurentian Mountains, which is just full of lakes. Like
he was fighting in.
I think I went running this morning. I ran by
Ukraine.
3 different lakes. It's just awesome.
What
now you're in Canada.
Canada is the refuge from Gilead. Keep it in mind when I'm outside your door begging to stay.
It's the first scene. The thing is, I go back and forth, so I'm not here all the time. So we have people who already want to come up and get out. And I told the realtor, I said, you can start your own business called Elegant Asylum. You rent these places, and then the people come from Gilead. So with that, let's talk seriously, because it's not like the world isn't on fire or anything. I will refrain from starting it the way I started with Michael Steele last week, which was a rousing WTF. All right, let me just ask you, Joy, what the hell? Did you ever, based on anything that we ever predicted, all of our talk, think that things would get this bad this far in America?
I think I'm not surprised that it's gotten this bad, to be honest. No, I'm surprised by the speed with which it's gotten this bad.
Right.
You and I, back in our AM Joy days, if you will recall, were consistently saying you cannot give a man like Donald Trump power because he is a fascist. And if he has fascist power, they would use it to make himself into a dictator. And we've been.
Now hold on, I have to pause this point. I have to pause this because I need to make a solid point. I need you to understand me real clear, real quick. Check this out. Now Joy was just talking about how they said, basically, I'm paraphrasing, you just heard them over a decade ago, they said they can give Donald Trump power because he's a fascist. Okay, so I want you to hear next how their Caucasian and other persuasion colleagues at that specific point in time, they're going to go into how they were treated and how they were talked about and talked down on and how they were called crazy and over the top. And I'll let them, they'll do a better job of it than me. Watch this shit here. Check it out.
Saying that for years and years and years, no one could hear it. Right? When we said it, and we were thought of as insane, we were told we were hysterical, that we were overdoing it, that we were impertinent, cruel, you name it. We were dumb, we were everything. Now it's happening, and people are like, oh, holy crap, it's fascism. Yes, we told you.
Oh, there you go. There you have it. Oh, it's fascist. There you have it. I'll let her continue to speak her own verbiage. Check her out. I'm gonna let this play a little while. I want y'all to really listen to the change of verbiage to these former, I don't know what they are. These are the rogue Democrats now. They're just fucking rogue Democrats. So here we go. Listen. This is a matter of fact. Shout out to Malcolm Nance. I'm playing the interview of Malcolm Nance and Joy Reid. The show is called "We've Reached Our Fucking Limit." Get the Democratic Avengers. Oh shit! So you see what he named his fucking show, right? Like that's pretty important right there within itself. Look at what he named his damn show. That's pretty good. Okay, so I told you they rogue Democrats. God damn it! I'm gonna play some more of the show. Keep tuning in, because I got some more shit for y'all ass after this. Check them out.
And here's the difference between Trump then and Trump now. Trump in 2016 was a clown who had handlers. And the handlers of the clown were people like General Mattis, people like General Mark Milley, even John Kelly, who I'm not a fan of, General John Kelly, a right-wing general, but who's an American, a patriotic, American. He had even people like Rex Tillerson, not a fan, but Rex Tillerson is a serious person. And so even when he hired and put people in his administration because he liked the way they looked, he liked to come on TV or whatever, they were actually serious people. And you had people behind the scenes who were also constraining his crazy and forcing him to behave like a normal president, at least sometimes. Now, Donald Trump is fully unhinged, and he is surrounded only by sycophants, clowns, cartoon characters, and fools. And there's nobody, there are no Mattises, there is no Mark Milley, there are no serious people. It's Tulsi Gabbard, crazy for him. It's Pete Hegseth, the biggest joke who's ever been defense secretary. I'm embarrassed as an American that that's our defense secretary. And fully embarrassed. Marco Rubio, I keep telling y'all, if it's up to Marco Rubio to save you, you're already dead. It's the same they say. He has no conscience, no principles, except.
Let's talk about that real quick, because I really didn't give it a lot of thought. I just thought this is a man that cares nothing about any principle he has ever stood on. Are these people all, psychopaths? I mean, he doesn't have any empathy. Remember the way he used to talk so fulsomely about Cuba and about Ukraine, and really was supposedly a serious foreign policy player. And now he's sitting in the seats of Thomas Jefferson, right? And he stinks of, incompetence and regret. But worse, the regret is, it's like those movies where you have the scratch track and the narrator says, but it's not going the way that he wanted it. And he's sitting there thinking, man, I could have been president. I could have run for president. But now we're finding out his character was so dangerously ambitious. Ted Cruz levels of psychopath.
So you see how freely and how just purely the differences of a person that's being themselves and a character on the news. I will continue. I will press play. I just had to intercede a bit. I will continue to play the show of Malcolm Nance. Enjoy reading.
But he keeps his mouth shut, right? Which is even worse. I'd rather have a psychopath that tells me what he's up to. But Ted Cruz levels of ambition, but will betray anyone and anything in any stand he ever had before. For the adoration, the glow of the worshipers of Donald Trump. Explain that. Please try to make that make sense.
And you know what? And it's almost an insult to Ted Cruz, because Ted Cruz is a weakling. He's a simp. He's an authoritarian stooge, just like Rubio is. But Ted Cruz actually believes in something. Ted Cruz is a dominionist. In his interview with another one of the people I really dislike and hate agreeing with, Tucker Carlson,
jumping ahead.
Right? He exposed himself as a full-on dominionist. He said that he came into office in 2014 for the main purpose of supporting Israel. That was his main purpose, not supporting the people of Texas, not supporting the United States, Israel. And then he said the reason that it's even okay if Israel spies on us is because in the Bible, and he couldn't even tell you what verse, but he knows somewhere in the Bible, it says that those who bless Israel will be blessed and those who curse Israel will be cursed. And he thinks that the current Israel, the current country, is the exact same thing as the Israel in the Bible. He's a dominion.
Really?
But Rubio doesn't even have that level of ideological commitment. Marco Rubio believes in nothing. He's been a Catholic, he's been a Mormon, he's been an evangelical.
Did you hear Joy? You see how she was able to talk to some substance without being on MSNBC, I make it a point on purpose. See, let me. I'm gonna come back on camera just for this. I'm coming back. Let me explain something to you. I don't have to be a cruel, divisive, despicable person. I just don't like when people certainly are able to be themselves, but when you actually, everybody has professionalism on the job, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. I mean, we're all professional. But what type of apparatus tells a person now that you are not running an agenda and have to talk the same talking points as every single other journalist running it as a windmill? A windmill, same talking points, a windmill, same talking points. Let's windmill it this way. So now you get to speak freely, and you kind of sound a lot like your true self, or maybe your influences have changed. Maybe you feel different from a personal perspective. I will continue so that you can continue to hear. These are world-renowned journalists that we are listening to right now. That's why I specifically picked this show. These are not unintelligent people. They're smart people. I don't have to be petty. I know Joe is Haitian. I know Malcolm Nance. He may be foundational black man, but he's in Canada right now. He's a world-renowned. He's a world citizen. What's wrong with being a world citizen? I've been all over the world. I'm a world citizen. A couple times. Been all over the world. So check me out. I'm going to play more of this content of these two world-renowned journalists, and we're going to see what they have to say on their own platforms. I'm pretty sure they do their own funding. I do my own funding, and that shit hurts sometimes, but I fund. Why not? I believe in me, and I ain't no goddamn liar, and they telling a lot of truth. So let us continue to see what these world-renowneders, the people of melanin, these world-renowned people of melanin have to say. I think it's phenomenal that they're able to tell their truth. I'm trying to see something with the young folks. I'm trying to see something. All right. So here we go. I'm going to go off camera because I don't want to distract you. I want you to listen to these world-renowned melanated intellectuals. All right? Don't be petty. I just want to hear what they got to say because they're on the big stage. I'm not going to agree with all the shit they got to say, but they're on the big stage. They are world-renowned. So let's see if we got some differences in ideology here. Some things I'm different on right now. I'm not ready to comment on those things. But I want you to listen in on Malcolm Ness and Joy Reid. They're off their platforms. They still may go in on news cycles. Malcolm Ness does. I do know that. He fought in the Ukraine war as well. So I don't agree with that. Ukraine was a housing mechanism for white supremacists. I remember what they did to those African students in Ukraine when Russia started bombing Ukraine. They was kicking the Africans and the melanated dog people to the side, treating them real bad. That was really happening in Ukraine. So, and it is a cesspool for white supremacists. So, you know, Malcolm Nance went over there and said they treated him well, and he fought in their war, and for America and for Ukraine, and no problem. I have no problem with whatever a man wants to do, but I fought in Kosovo. I was in the Marine Corps. I was in Kosovo in '99. I had no choice. I wasn't going UA. I did my civic duty for the United States. But here we go. We're gonna get back into their show, and I'm gonna keep commenting on a lot of the shit they're saying. So here we go.
He's whatever religion works for him in the moment, and he's also whatever ideology works for him in the moment. He's been a Bush-style Republican. He's been a supposed Tea Partier, which is the opposite of a Bush-style Republican. He's been for Ukraine, doesn't give a crap about Ukraine. He's been hard on Russia. He doesn't care if Russia is dominating the earth. He doesn't believe in anything. He thought Donald Trump was a small penis weakling, and now he thinks Donald Trump is God. Marco Rubio believes in nothing, but he doesn't even have the intellectual heft of a Ted Cruz, who's barely got any. He's got less, so he couldn't even be president. And I've always said this man will never be president because he doesn't believe in anything. Neither does Trump. This Trump has the talent of performance. He doesn't even have that. Marco Rubio is doing what he's doing now because in his mind, he thinks that somehow he can inherit the cult of Donald Trump. That when Trump is aged out and when the devil takes him home, when he goes back from whence he came, when the creature to which he has sold his soul takes him, he thinks that he will inherit that cult. They all think it. They think they can inherit the cult. What they don't understand is that when Jim Jones was gone, there was no other Jim Jones. There was only one Jim Jones, and when he killed all those people in the forests of Guyana, even his son could not become the next Jim Jones because cults are sui generis. They worship one person, not even God. They worship one God. And these people are a monotheistic cult, and the God, is named Donald Trump.
Really? So, I know I intended to start with the general geopolitics of the world, but no. This is important. These facets of understanding, certainly from your perspective, you're one of the top political analysts in the United States. The very fact that you got fired, or let me rephrase that, reassigned to the civilian world.
Rehomed.
Rehomed. Yes. The MSNBC.
Rehomed. Pew, pew.
The NBC studio gave it. Wait, you're down in Maryland, right? So. No, but the very fact that you can frankly say what we all understand, which is true. I mean, there's a certain thing that I think that a lot of people in the white community don't understand about the black community. Why that devil takes him home comment made me cry with laughter. Because the hard truth of it is ground over centuries of watching these people gain advantage simply because they are characters, they are players, and they can be openly blatant, horrible charlatans and gain a following. I hearken back to one of my favorite book. I would arguably say my favorite book, which is the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And towards the end of the book, he meets these two con artists, right, who are going around claiming that one is the King of England and the other is the Dauphin of France, right? And everybody believes him, right? Yeah. And to the point where, and Huckleberry Finn realizes if I hitch my star to these guys, if I hang around with these guys, I'll just take in the rubes, we'll eat well, and then boom, Tom Sawyer pops back up, and he sees the genius of white people lying to each other. The genius of it. Even Tom Sawyer was impressed, right? And if you argue that Tom Sawyer is the conscience of Mark Twain, right, and Huckleberry Finn is just the narrator of how horrible people are, and that Jim himself, like all African Americans on the outside, recognize insanity and stupidity when we see it, because, just the shared nature of our existence, it just harks to why I find it so fascinating that people like J.D. Vance, who I'm going to ask you about next, because you do know these people at a level that no one else can really know. Had you interviewed J.D. Vance?
On Enjoy, same show you see on all the time.
Yeah.
When Hillbilly Elegy first came out, I reached out to my team at William Morris at WME and said, hey, you guys, I think you guys represent this guy because everyone's trying to book him. He was a hard booking, and so we managed to get him. And I interviewed him. This is when he was chubby, when he didn't have his facial hair, which I think he thinks makes him look cool.
So yeah, that's a MAGA thing.
Right. And when he was pretending to be a human being.
With that bro beard.
Yeah. And
He's pretending to be a human
he was pretending, and I know now he pretends because his behavior during the campaign I thought was more reprehensible in many ways than Trump's. Because his attacks on Vice President Harris were so vile, so guttural, so gut-wrenching, that it made to me him unqualified morally and in terms of character to be Vice President of the United States. I thought what he said, calling her trash 4 days before the election, I will never forgive, nor will I forget. But yeah, when we had him on AM Joy, he was still a pudgy little chubber, and he was telling about his book, and he claimed that the thesis of the book, and I had read, I try to read the books before they come on, but in this case, we were so full of like wacky like stuff going on and Trump stuff that I only got through about the first like third of it. So I read about a third of it. I read it before he got to the part where he basically slams his own people, Appalachians, as lazy, useless fools. But the first part is not yet a diss track. In the beginning, it sounds like a love letter. And then it shifts into a diss track later in the book. Once I then, after the interview, I read the rest of the book, I'm like, ooh, this is rough on white poor people. It was a haterism on white poor folks. But what he was saying in the interview, and the interview still exists online, is that there are pathologies in the white community that mirror the pathologies that are claimed to exist within the Black community. Meaning, in the white community, there is a shallow work ethic. There is a desire to get federal assistance and financial assistance from the government, and that there is a dependency on those things in the white community, and also in his own telling, rampant drug abuse and pain and want. And that is true. There is a lot of pain, want, and drug abuse within the white poor community, which is larger than the Black poor community. The majority of poor folks in America are white. They're in Appalachia, and they're in the places he claims to come from. And those people need government assistance. Those people actually could benefit from some federal help. But he kind of shames them for it, rather than admitting that this is a failure of our society, that poor people, white and Black, can't make it in the richest country on earth. So he has a lack of empathy for his own people, and he's also a liar. This man at the time, back before, when he was at Yale, he was friends with trans people. He was sort of cosplaying as a normal, sort of liberish Ivy Leaguer. You know, he pretended that his reason for getting into public life was to sort of help those people, right? But it turns out he just wanted to be rich, and he hooked up with Peter Thiel and decided to just make a buck. And he made a buck, and then became a senator, and now he's ripped the veil off, and he's his real self. But yeah, I don't have a great deal of respect for J.D. Vance, if I'm being honest, or whatever his name is. I think he's been John, Donald, James, David, whatever the hell his name is.
Three different names, yeah, 3 different names. Well, that explains a lot. So, how do you explain that he killed the Pope? No, I'm just joking.
When I tell you, listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, okay? I'm not often, but
on occasion.
Listen, I was on the Catholic till I was 6, and then I switched to low ceiling church because me and my sister was a little noisy in Latin. Okay, so my mom was like, "Ooh, let's go to church with a low ceiling. You're now Methodists." But I'm so fascinated with the Catholic Church, and I love the previous Pope, who we just nicknamed Pontifex, because he cared so much for the poor. He was such a real, what Catholics should be. That man, literally within hours of his own death, confronts someone who is essentially prostituting the theology of Christ, who has claimed that the Bible claims that we're supposed to care for our family first and only then the people in the community. It doesn't say that. To correct his false theology, which is a theology of selfishness. It is the philosophy of Peter Thiel that is masquerading as Christianity. Those of us who grew up in the church, whether we were Catholic or Protestant or whatever, if you actually read the Bible, you understand that it is care for the poor and the immigrant that is primary in the mind of God, in the mind of Jesus, right? If you believe Jesus, the voice of God and the Son of God, that's what you believe. For this man to publicly state that the real philosophy of Jesus is to not care for the immigrant, to just care for your own people, to be selfish. This gospel of selfishness is apostasy. And I think that he...
Now, hold on. I will say, I do agree with Joy Ann Reed. You know why? Because a lot of these people are evangelicals. They are Christians. These people have demented ideologies. They do not love the truth. They love their versions of the truth. So she's spot on. I think a lot of what they're saying is, I had to just key in for a second, just to let you know I'm here. So these are world-renowned journalists. They know a lot of these people personally. They run in the same circles. Me personally, I am not what you would call anything associated with either one of them people. I'm sure my ideology is a hell of a lot different on some things. But when it comes to actual perspectives and actual the way things are seen with logic, I agree with them. I can't throw away logic. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you understand, people. So it's always a way to understand logic in order to know who you can move with, who you can deal with and understand. And hopefully, due to the fact that you do have some shared logic, you can move in a positive direction as far as getting things accomplished. That's a positive thing, America. I'm not talking to no specific person, but we're just talking to America. Period. So let's continue to hear and listen to these journalists, because I want to hear what they have to say, and I thought this show was pretty entertaining. So let's keep listening. Let's go.
He knew he was coming to his end. I do believe this. I think that the Pope had a spiritual sense, and I think that he could feel that his time was coming to an end, and he decided, I'm gonna go ahead and have this meeting. I didn't really want to meet with a genuine Catholic or believer, but I'm gonna speak truth to wickedness. And I think he used his last hours to speak truth to wickedness. We don't know what he said to him.
Wow.
But I think he looked in the eye of wickedness and met it on his way to glory.
Wow, that is an amazing take, and now it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It also makes a lot of sense that the new Pope called his ass in and read him the riot act.
You mean the black Pope?
Yeah, the black Pope. That's right. Creole blood in there. You know, I find that fascinating because we now have this trend of where I suspect that J.D. Vance, when he was quote unquote.
Now you see why I find Malcolm Ned's show with the relationship with Joy Reid. I'm going to play it again, but I'm just telling you, I'm going to continue to play the show, but I'm just letting you know. They jabbing. They jabbing. They ain't playing. Now this is their perspective. Remember, I don't agree with every single aspect, but I like the entertainment. I will continue to give this show some airtime for sure.
Catholic. I was raised Catholic from go, right? And I've been around, and I've read the Jesus' Owner's Manual, and pretty sure none of the things that we're doing is going to get any longevity out of this car we call Christianity. But the new Pope hauling him in and essentially reading him the riot act and dropping hints left and right, and which popes didn't do, recently. They tried to be apolitical, but now the embrace and the almost unanimous conclave, it was just like, oh yeah, that guy's pope, all right? And I know some people in the United States that aren't going to like this, right? It's like the entire conclave said, oh, we're choosing an American pope, all right, who's going to remind all of you. Like 2 bouts of voting. And, they said, okay, let's hold it back a day. We could all have lunch. But I found this fascinating that the world's Christianity, the Christian movement, which I personally thought when they said, oh, they elected an American Pope, we were going to go back to the Pope during Nazi Germany, right? Someone who was going to become an enabler of the worst whims of a Christian church that was now going to embrace corporatism and, which supported Mussolini, which gave tacit support to Hitler against Judaism. And I was floored that not this world, not this Pope, I thought, this is the first real lash back against the global wave of fascism that we're seeing, which I wrote in my book, Plot to Destroy Democracy, I called the axis of autocracy. And where Putin was going to control the Eastern Hemisphere, the United States, the Western Hemisphere, Asia would be China. They would make these new poles of the world, and that the world would not be able to withstand this. And then they would go country by country, which they're still trying to do. But Trump was designed to be that rigid pole in the Western Hemisphere to lock in Putin, Xi, and himself into these three separate.
I hope you're listening. I hope you're paying attention. The man is dropping some real jewels. Malcolm is dropping jewels. I will definitely give him some props on that because he's telling his perspective, but understand there are also different variables and ways to look at equations. Understand, let Malcolm cook. All right, let him go.
Polls that would get rid of liberal democracy around the world. And I think that this, the new Pope is a lashback in a large way to come back and say all of those downtrodden people, they're not talking to Trump.
Right.
They're talking to all of the global South.
Yeah.
Right? All of Latin America, all of Sub-Saharan Africa. Wow, that's a fascinating takeaway. I didn't intend to go there at all, but I don't think anyone's talking about it.
I don't think anyone's talking about it. And I think about, these two popes, Francis, who named himself after a prior pope whose primary purpose is caring for the poor and the immigrant. And literally rapidly that I am an immigrant. He was his family immigrated to South America from Italy, I believe. And he said, I'm an immigrant. He's like, I was embraced as an immigrant. And so Pope Francis, was very demonstrably moving the church back in favor of Jesus's red letters. And now you have Pope Leo, who did the same thing. He's like, I'm going to name myself after the Pope who admonished the West for slavery.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap myself in that tradition, and I'm going to speak truth to the Americans who are bastardizing Christianity. And
yes. You see how they cooking. I love the synergy. I love it. I'm gonna let them keep going, but I'm allowing you to understand and see how, journalists. Hey. I'm not hating on them. This the reason why I'm not hating on them, because they have a lot of influence, power, and they have a lot of different perspectives. In order for you to understand from a close-up view, in some ways, we may watch news, read books, and things of that nature, but this is real time. Understand, This is the news that I want to put out. This is why this is the Thursday news show. So the Thursday news show is going to come on at this time, and I'm damn sure breaking AE in this evening. Do you understand me, people? I will keep letting this show ride right now because I'm enjoying it myself. I want y'all to tune in. If y'all want to watch me and this version, that's cool. You'll get the audio with me. If you want to go and watch the full thing yourself, that's cool. But you got me right now. I'm watching it, goddammit. This is good, too. I like the way it's cooking. So I'm going to keep rocking with the show. I want you to keep listening and tuning in because this is real news. This is real news. This is not being reported in the news. They are speaking a great global perspective that I think we collectively would love to keep tuning into, including with, as long as y'all tuning in with me. But let's go. Let's do this.
I'm going to say it in English. I'm going to say it in Chicago accented English, baby. He's not going to have to translate what I say to him. When I speak to JD Vance, he gonna understand what I'm saying because I'm from Chicago and my people are from New Orleans and I embrace my heritage and my great. What I was told to hang with Mark Morial's great grandpa. They used to roll together. So he's a whole Creole. And now Trump has to deal with it and not a translated version of the truth. And he's gonna speak that truth. And I have to say, those polls that you talk about in creating this axis of autocracies. I gotta put Israel in there. Israel,
yes. Well, I thought when I wrote my last book, I thought that Netanyahu was going down because I had Turkey, Israel.
This part I want to get to. This is it. This is what I want. I gotta see what they gotta say about this shit, right? Woo! Oh yes. People. Okay, I'm gonna get back to it, but I gotta create a little anticipation for you, just a little. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this shit gonna get good. They cooking. All right. I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna let them go.
Egypt, all of these strong men, Raja Orban in Hungary. Now we've got the Slovaks, Serbia, and when they're popping up hard now. And this isn't whack-a-mole. When they come up, they're up, and they have support from the other autocrats.
Right. And
so
you're saying they're all over the world, right? I mean, El Salvador's got what they call the world's coolest dictator. Argentina's got one. Poland just got rid of theirs. Hungary's got one. You've got Modi in India. You've got Netanyahu. He's been prime minister for 15 years and is now attempting to place himself atop the region as essentially the hegemon in the region. And
See, y'all hear that shit? That's why Joanne Reed is world renowned. I'm telling you, I don't hate on nobody. I'm telling you why the ladies smart, man. They can talk about the shit, hey, listen, I love Professor Black Truth. Salute to you. I love Tariq Nasheed. I love you guys. Y'all put out the best content. You make them change their names. You make them change their ways. Change the way they talk about shit. Jason Black, salute to you, my brother. Salute to all of you supers out here. You know, what's her name? Her name, shout out to Philip, Scott. Shout out to what's the queen name that we out here beating the goddamn mallet, making my daughter want to be a judge and shit. Vicky Diller, goddamn. Hey, shout out to Vicky Diller. Shout out to all of you, the true black media out here, man. Y'all such a wonderful conglomerate of beautiful people that have different perspectives, but we don't want to leave the rogues out. They turning coat. Hey, they trying to align. I want to allow them. I say they good. I say they come on, Joy. Come on, Barbecue Joy and Reed. Come on, Malcolm Nance. Let's go, goddammit. I mean, they're doing a phenomenal display right here. And I'm enjoying every fucking minute of this. This is great. Thank you. So y'all should be thanking me for highlighting some of the most brilliant, melanated journalists that have been in with the goddamn all. Hey, sometimes when people get on a platform and they gonna goddamn tell it like a motherfucker how it go. Shit, listen. What's wrong with listening? Shit. Get out of your feelings and your emotions. Stop all this bullshit. Hey, listen to these motherfuckers do some thing right. Hey, I know all melanated people on the planet are just as talented, just as gifted, just as lovely as any pale Caucasian. I'm not even in comparison. Got amazing Caucasians too. But I'm telling you, the melanated culture is on the rise globally. That's a fact. So I'm gonna let these people get back to what they do best because they are really, this is real journalism. I don't expect to agree with everything. I want to be enlightened too. I like learning. They got a lot of experiences. Sometimes it's good to humble yourself and reach back into some understanding about to study what true journalism is from people that look like you. I know all skin folk and kinfolk, but God damn it, this is the work. This is good work, and acknowledge it. It's okay. You dig? Let me let them keep getting back to what they do very good, so I can do what I do very good. All right, we got a deal. Let's go.
Russia side, Iran, and Saudi Arabia to make himself the hegemon in that region. And he is, I mean, Bill Clinton has said it. He intends to be prime minister for life. He intends to stay out of jail, get out of his problems. He is going to, he will not, and I think what he thinks he's going to deliver to the religious fundamentalists who have given him power is genocide. He is going to remove every Palestinian from that land, put those settlers back in Gaza, take the settlers and give them all of the West Bank, and that's what he thinks he's fine, because he's not religious, but he's going to give that to his radical followers. But this man is now forcing us into a war, dragging us, and I don't even know why, because we ain't in a war with Iran. Why are we even involved in this? Because Bibi said so. I'm afraid that Trump is a strong man, but he's a strong man junior. He makes himself junior to stronger strongmen, whether it is Putin or whether it is Bibi. And for whatever reason, he's not the big daddy strongman. He's the baby strongman who gets led around.
That's not a lie. She would not have said that shit on NBC. That is not a fucking lie. Go ahead, Joanne Reed.
Every Thursday, I do a Substack podcast with Michael Cohen and Lev Parnas, two guys who know Trump intimately, right? Work with them, and I call it, we call it Unleashed, but I actually call it Two Felons and a Spy. And I get the greatest information out of these two about the weirdest angles of Trump's behavior. And they both called this weeks ago. They said, Netanyahu is going to put Trump in a box. And the one thing Trump cannot stand, he will do anything to avoid it, is being made to look like a weak junior partner. And Netanyahu, by attacking Iran 4 days before Trump's, I'm going to get a Nobel Prize for making a deal with Iran, right? What I call the, not the old Obama's JCPOA, but the Trump CPOA, right? The whitewashed version of it. And Netanyahu wasn't playing that game, but he understands the psyche of Donald Trump, the way Putin understands it. And he goes, I'm just going to put him in a position where he will have to attack Iran. Because if he doesn't, he's going to come off as weak. And if he does, we're going to...
Where in the fuck are you hearing that anywhere? Where in the fuck are you hearing that anywhere on cable, news, television? This is black journalist, excellent. This is excellent right here. Excellent journalism. I appreciate it. They are sharing their opinions. They are sharing their factual walk-ups into how they come up with their conclusions. That's good journalism. There's no fluff. They are skilled, extremely skilled. And they're doing it off the dome. So you got to respect this. This is a great display of black journalism. I didn't say they were activists. No, these are journalists. You understand? There's a difference. Let me get back to the show, because Malcolm Ness, he about to start doing his thing again. He about to do it. All right, here we go.
Praise him as the new, great strongman American leader who has saved Israel, right? And that will help with with his Jewish face that will solidify him in the history of Israeli history. And 3, 2, 1, boom, we hit him. And I knew we were just going to have to hit him. Interestingly, the places that the Israelis said they could not penetrate were Fargus, part of Natanz, and Isfahan. And it's almost like they left us this target set. You know, I mean, as soon as I heard it, I go, oh, that's interesting. Wow, those 3 targets that only B-2 bombers. Oh, well, Trump had to. The minute Trump did his 2 weeks thing, left harness comes out and he goes, he's hitting them. He's hitting them right away. I saw, by the way, I don't want to brag here. You know, I've done a bunch of things this year where I've been over bragging. I saw the feint when those B-2s took off out of Whitman. Okay, there was already a whole fleet of tankers across the Atlantic. And I said, no one's flying to Guam west, right? They'd be going to Guam. I said, no, it won't come into the window. It won't come into the strike window. And then when we saw the tankers going east, I said, they're attacking. They're flying straight from Kansas. They had 6 of them in Diego Garcia, and they all went back. And so that was a cute little ploy. I'm certain that wasn't anything Pete Hegseth came up with, right? That was the Joint Chiefs are like, listen, OSINT people are watching. But that being said, it put Trump inside a box. And now Trump's in a bigger box because, full disclosure, I fought the Iranians in 1988. I'm one of the few people in the U.S. military or retired to ever go into direct combat with the Iranians in 1988. They almost killed us. They missed my ship by 150 feet, but we slaughtered them. We wiped them out. The Iranians learned some lessons back then. First, don't have one last anti-ship missile in your inventory. They have over thousands now. They have small boats. They have a capability. If they want to set fire to the entire Arabian Gulf or / Persian Gulf, they can do it in a matter of hours. That's why Qatar just emptied Udeid Air Base. Qatar, they closed their airspace today. They're expecting to get somebody in Iran is like, hey, you know, you might want to step away from that American base. So Qatar closed their airspace. United Arab Emirates is going to close their airspace today, probably eastern Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Bahrain, which means they already know they're all getting hit. And that brings me to my next question, because this is Black Man Spot Podcast. How in the love of Christ did Tulsi Gabbard,
Black Man Spot
get to
Podcast,
be the director of national intelligence? She didn't even meet the minimum requirements to be a career intelligence professional. She was a congresswoman, a cult leader, a congresswoman, then went into the National Guard and was a reserve officer for a couple of years. And now that she's got that job, now she's being blown off by Trump. So we expect her out. Can you explain what went on with that?
She's on, they were all on Fox. Donald Trump, and this is the way I finally have decided to characterize it. Donald Trump hired all spokespeople, but gave them the big job, right? Everyone that he hired would have been a reasonable spokesperson. I can see Tulsi Gabbard being the press secretary or spokesperson for some intelligence service if they wanted it. Pete Hegseth would have been a perfectly reasonable DOD spokesperson. Perfectly reasonable. He's got TV experience. Trump likes the way he looks. He likes his television. He's white. Trump liked white. He's white and male. He's got the demos. You know, I think Pam Bondi, perfectly reasonable if she was the spokesperson for the Justice Department. She's
no lie.
She really was on TV when she was the Attorney General of Florida. Her main job as AG in Florida was to go on Fox. She doesn't do a whole lot of litigating. She does a lot of talking on Fox.
Where's goddamn lie?
She's white. Tulsi Gabbard probably could be a good spokesperson. I mean, pretty, also white. And so I think what he was looking for were white people with conservative views who were great spokespeople. Because Donald Trump doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything about running the government. He doesn't know anything about much of anything other than being a television performer. So he had a bunch of people. I mean, Dr. Oz. I mean, if you wanted a spokesperson for something around health, you could pick Dr. Oz. Lots of people would listen to him because he came from Oprah. But making him in charge of it, in charge of the Medicaid and Medicare services, you don't know anything about that. RFK Jr.,
Lie.
I'm not. Would he be a reasonable person if you wanted to make him the spokesperson for like a federal task force on getting rid of red dye number 3? Okay, I won't pick him. I looked at that. But he
What?
people and made them give them the actual job. Generally, you hire people who know how to do the thing, and then you put the headsets to be the spokesperson. And this chick right here, Tulsi, she wasn't even a good congresswoman. She was a backbencher who the Democrats were like, oh, she's too crazy for us. Even the Democrats, when she was a Democrat, wouldn't put her in the front because they were like, she's a weirdo. But Trump, she's so pretty and so white.
Well, let's be fair here, because I have it on good authority that the first question he asked her, which sealed the job for, was, did she ever get those puppies, those 101 Dalmatians?
Wait, you're talking about what's her name? Oh, the other one.
Cruella de Vil.
Right? Oh my God, Christy No. Christy No. You know why he hired Christy No? I'm gonna tell you why.
For shooting the dog.
No, I don't think he do like a dog. Trump is not like dogs. Trump is weird and he's the only president who did not like dogs.
Okay, we're making news.
Hired her. I promise you. Yes, because she got the Botox makeover. She got the Mar-a-Lago makeover. So she's got, she's got the puffy, they pump the whatever in her lips and pump the whatever in her teeth. Made her look like all of the women in MAGA. So she got the look. But also, remember when she was governor of which Dakota? There only should be
South.
He said that they should put Trump's face on Mount Rushmore. Remember that?
Mount Rushmore, yeah, and she had a mock-up of it done.
Yeah, that's why she got the job. I promise you. Because he's Trump. People say that women are emotional. I was just having this conversation with some folks earlier. People try to make women are being emotional. No, Trump is the example of the kind of super emotional man who has his mental aren't engaged. It's all emotion. And so if you make him feel good and make him feel happy and make him feel important, he will give you anything. He's like that dude who sleeps with a pretty girl and then empties his bank account because she slept with him one time. And suddenly he's at $40. He's just like, I'm just gonna give you a bunch of money. Oh my God, this pretty girl slept with me. Here's some money. Trump is an emotional basket case. And he can't make, and I think that the reason Bibi was able to play him was, I think your explanation is far more intelligent and reasoned, and you are a person who's an expert. My Trump is an emotional basket case explanation is Bibi said, no, Iranians trying to kill you, bro. They're trying to assassinate you. You better get them before they get you, Trump. They're trying to kill you. They're with the woke. They might be woke. He just used emotional shit on Trump because Trump's so easily triggered that I think he triggered him.
Wow, that is a fascinating take. Okay, I've learned so much on this episode, and I'm interviewing with you. Okay, we'll talk about Iran on your podcast when you bring me there. But for those of you who are hearing this on Apple or Spotify, every time you hear me go, I'm rolling my eyes because you can't see it, or I'm putting my hands over my face because the things that I don't want to know none of this. Okay, listen, but that brings me now to something I
told y'all this shit was crazy. Man, check out Malcolm Nance, man. It's the Black Spy, man. This motherfucker. This show is reminding me of the spooks. They the spooks that's set by the damn door. I'm gonna play it again. I'm going back to it. It's good to me too, y'all. I'm sorry, this shit's great. I'll holler at y'all. I'm right here though. Shit. God damn.
seriously want to talk to you about, and I touched on this with Michael Steele last week, who, by the way, I have personally encouraged to run for chair of the DNC. I think as chair of the DNC, he could wipe the floor with the Republicans, you know, from being an insider there. But he does more on his show, any given show, than I see out of the Democratic National Committee. And when Ken Martin made his statement about David Hogg a couple of weeks ago about he doesn't know if he can do this job, if this, with these pressures of that 25-year-old kid saying naughty, mean things. My first thing, I actually tweeted this. I said, I'll take the fucking job, right? Somebody, for Christ's sake, get up there and fight. And that's all people really want. The Democratic Party, if I'm not mistaken, is at a 21% approval rating. It could jump to 60 overnight if they all stood up as a body and decided to fight for America and say it. And say, we're going to fight. We're done with this. We're fighting. We're going to hold up everything. Nothing gets done. We're taking you all down.
Real journalism, goddammit.
Anybody that votes against the party in this existential crisis of America. And as you know, I'm a Philadelphian. I take this founding fathers experiment very personally, very seriously. He was right. We should be primarying people out of existence. People need to understand it's time to pull the Joe Biden. You need to say, hey, I need to step out of the way to save the country. Otherwise, it's all lost. But people seem to think,
didn't I tell y'all about them goddamn disrespectful elders? I told you. They disrespectful, they mean, they cruel, and they fucking greedy. They the boomers. And that's why the kids act like the motherfuckers. I'm telling you, them fucking boomers. I promise you, some wicked motherfuckers. He's telling the goddamn truth. They need to get the fuck out the motherfucking way. Period. Fuck on. Get him, Malcolm. You old, we old motherfuckers, man. Get these motherfuckers, man. Shit.
Michael said this several times, that this is just politics as usual. It's an unusual brand of politics. And the way I characterized it, I said, well, Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer seem to think that it is incumbent upon them to maintain the dignity of the honor of serving in Congress, and that they should remain a bone china cooling saucer of democracy. And the problem is, literal molten lava is being poured onto the bone china saucer cup, and it's consuming you, your hand, and the rest of American democracy.
Corn and cook, goddamn.
What exactly is someone going to? Well, this isn't my question. I'm getting to a question. I'm getting to an action item for you.
Thank you, goddamn.
Because
Hurry up.
my problem is that I'm dealing in national security on one hand. The reason I left Ukraine after my tour with the Ukrainian army was because I saw things were falling apart back here in America. And then they have fallen apart. Done. Crash. Boom. And, I'm trying very hard to mobilize people for the, I work with the No Kings protest. But what I'm finding most disturbing, and this is where you, as someone who has power and influence and knows the right people, I'm proposing this because the Democratic Party and those who support American democracy seem to think that machinations as they've existed for 200 years. People tell me all the time, 2026, the elections are going to be, forget it, all right? I started a new political action committee. I don't know if you know that, called FAFOPACT, which stands for Focused Action, Focused Objectives, which means we don't do nothing without an action that everyone can do. And you don't do nothing unless it achieves an objective. And right now, my objective was helping turn out that 3.5% of the population. Here's question one for you. Kamala Harris achieved 76.5 million American votes. What in God's name will it take to get of them? Give me 34 million of them coming to the streets in March. Why do they feel uninvested that they can go out and vote for Kamala Harris and try to work so hard to save democracy? The one day that we need them out, right? Which was three kings that, no kings day, three kings, I was living in Spain, so I got that right. No kings day. And now we're going to have another one, right? This is going to be a continuous campaign of marches. We are literally in an existential crisis. And here's my take on why they're not turning out. Because no Democratic leader will say, don't do this. They sit silently. They want to say that they are the dignified and honored opposition, and they will do their work within the, with the exception of AOC, guys like Malcolm Kenyatta, Maxwell Frost, the young bucks, right, stepping up and calling it out and screaming at the top of it. I hear more from Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh, a former Republican congressman who's now a Democrat, is defending the Democratic Party of chastising.
Okay. I'm done. I can't. He's too far Democratic for me, for my taste. So, all right, I've punished you long enough with my antics. Let's get to some music. Yeah, let's hang out. All right, y'all. We finna chill out, but I want to change the mood. I'm in a different mode. I don't want to listen to this shit right now, but I want to tell you something, man. Within the aspects of journalism, I've just watched two people do a good job at their craft. These are not activists. These are not, people that are. They have a skill set. They have a craft. They have what you would call a way of doing things because they are trained individuals. But at the end of the day, they do have what it takes to put proper perspective from what you would call a basis of fundamentals or a basis of information that draws into a conclusion of how you can understand why they are who they are. That's fair. I'm not drawing any conclusions. I did not say I agree with everything that they were talking about on this show. So anyway, we're gonna change up the tempo because we're gonna take it to another space tonight. You dig? Check this out. We're gonna get up on it. Hey! So what's up with these funny ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hit you fuck around and mama. How many options they got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, no John Stockton. Beat your ass and out the bottom of the guy watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogie man, I'm the one that up the score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some horn in him. Pull on him, good shit, but he just throwing him. Hey, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block one. Any bitch that talk to me, they in love. Just make sure you hide your girl first of all. They tell me trust the way you wanna get your hand down. And Cardi at the club playing with his nose now. And Baba got it with your cake.
copy A minor. They not like us. 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 You think they gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think they overshow for you, let's stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Early niggas and bird bitches go. The audience not dumb. Shake the story how you want. Get straight, they're not slow. Rapping hard still deep. About to go further, I promise. Ain't there some beat? But that's for bitches. You Malibu, most part, you don't know. Boy, you ball boy, let's get ready or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas get a wedgie. We flipped over your boxes. Well, the unconventional option. Pussy, think about it straight, they cut. Got face up, they cut. Might write this for the document. Gotta pop off, put it hiding. For the caption, won't action, no accident. I'm hands on, he fuck around, get polished. Fuck no lame girl, like he's in jail. That's canonic. He get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad he rose, came home, y'all didn't deserve him either. From Elijah down to Central, nigga, better not be close to Vina. Your homeboy needs a subpoena. That predator moving flocks. And they ain't gotta be registered, they pay for them to watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me, and I'ma sit it up the block. I put the roll, they on me, I'ma get them drop. I sweet chicken music, and I won't pass the ox. I don't really stock, so I really haven't stopped. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. I never ever lie. Here, 69 God. I free ass niggas need to stay ass inside. I run ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. I city is that up, it's a must, we outside. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Only still double down, caught us some slaves. And I know what's the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers who she's a town folk, we make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You ready to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, just a real nigga challenge. You caught future when you didn't see the code. White little baby, help you get your lingo world. White 21, get your first street cred. Girl, did you feel like you a slime in your head? White Rainbow said you could be from North Side. White Blue Chain said you good, but he lied. Running to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. When you never caught me, you a fucking colonizer. The fact of the matter and the truth of the matter, he was God's plan to show me I'm a liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, run for your lives. Hey, run for your lives. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, run for your lives. Hey, run for your lives. Say OVO, OVO. Say OVO, OVO. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
Carolina is heavy. Probably swell, so that's good. Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent, chase the shit, never chase the bitch, mask on, fucking mask on, mask on, fucking mask on, Percocet. Miley Percocet, no way, chase the shit, never chase the bitch, 2 cups, toast out with the game, from food stamps to a whole nother domain, I'm a living proof, so and compromising $500,000 on the coupe, drug house, looking like a roof, graduated, I was over, hey, big money, I can better move, ask about I'm on muscle move. Red James, 33 chains, Ocean Air, cruising Biscayne, big from top off, God, that's a liability. Yeah, boosting my adrenaline from Percocet, Miley Percocet, big from Percocet, Miley Percocet, big from represent, gotta represent, chase the shit, never chase the bitch, big from mask on, fucking mask on, big from
Going live on TikTok. Let's go.
Photo made me, I drive anything, yeah. Mama ready, yeah. Make him go insane, yeah. I kill a team, drink the rest of it, drink. Take a beat, yeah. Go to all the streams, let's go. It's call him Marty Vince, yeah. Parlay in Vegas, we was in the tennis, go. Before the business, yeah. Deal for the business, deal for the scriptures, yeah. Focus on the mission, for my intermission, oh yeah. Never take a break, we can switch states, step out for our place. Ain't no way, ain't no fucking way. No color play, we didn't contemplate. No route the bank, we gon' route the game. Get that game, we game.
It's all real. Real. Let's go.
Represent, gotta represent. Chase the shit, never chase the bitch street. Mask on, fucking mask on. Mask on, fucking mask on. Represent, my represent. Chase the shit, never chase the bitch. Mask on, fucking mask on. Mask on, fucking mask on. Mask on, fucking mask on. Gas on, never died on.
Yeah, goddamn. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't that bitch. Ain't nobody gonna play your ass at all. None whatsoever. I tell you what we is gonna play. Roddy. Rich. Yeah. Let's go.
Pulling out the coupe in the lot, turning for a 12-buck swap, busting out the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put a stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn field, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, people trapping like hey. She sucked that nigga soul, got cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no, say slash slash. I will never sell my soul, nigga that shit. And I really wanna know where I'm safe at, what's that at? Cruise City in a bulletproof Cadillac, cause I know you niggas got to where the bag at. Gotta move smart, gotta move hard. They try to give me 5 mile water. I lay his ass down on my son, on my dog. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Harden. Lot of niggas out here playing they ball. I done put a whole arm in the rim, this car. Keep every little pocket, get a key for the pump. Shot it better, see never since I bought. Got a bitch that looking like a little shit of mom. I got the beat slid up my waist, sweet lit. Counting on money, get the key to the city. Pay like a city. We getting out the coupe in the lot. Turning for a 12-buck swap. Busting out the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put a stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn field. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. People trapping like hey. She sucked that nigga soul. Got cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash slash. I will never sell my soul. Like a dash dash. And I really wanna know where. I've been moving them out. They still with me, then he got the jewels in the top. Still took her to the forest with the wood in the mouth. Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. The pilot I'm flying in, I never wanna fly again. I take my chips and try ass shit. She sucking no dick, no hands with it. I just made it really clean like a landing. I'm 2020 president candidate. I done put 100 bands on Zimmerman shit. I been moving real gangster, so that's why she did the Chris. Shawty call me Chris Cool, cause I found my shit. Got that mud. There's nothing you can tell me. Yeah, when I had drugs, I was street running. Yeah, got the coupe in the lot. Turning for a 12-buck swap. Busting out the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put a stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn field. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. People trapping like hey. She sucked that nigga soul. Got cash out. Told him wipe my nigga no. Say slash slash. I will never sell my soul. Like a dash dash. And I really wanna know where.
Rowdy, goddamn. Yeah, I'm fucking Rowdy Rich. Yeah. Yeah, we fucking Rowdy. Fucking Rowdy Rich around this motherfucker, man. Oh, shit. Got some more shit to play tonight. Some dope shit, too. I'm gonna let y'all in on some of my, the new cats I fuck with out here, man. There's some bad motherfucking new artists that I do like. So y'all might like this shit too, but check it out. We're gonna get a little bit more into Rowdy Rich. Yeah, I fuck with Rowdy Rich. Y'all didn't know that shit? Y'all didn't know I fuck with Rowdy? I fuck with Rowdy. Especially this album right here, man. I fuck with this album right here. This when I was like, damn, fucking Rowdy Rich reminded me of me when I was young. Oh my God. They still make them like this? I didn't know. Shit. But check it out, man. I'm gonna play some of the music of one of my favorite. Please excuse me for being anti-social. Y'all remember that shit? Classic fucking album. The cat won an award on this shit, man. It's just dope. Motherfucking, let me tell you. I love this fucking album, man. The box, that shit was going off. But let me tell you my shit, man. Let me tell you my shit on this album right here. Oh, it's a lot of cuts. I gotta get one song out of the way real quick. Y'all already know what it is. Motherfucker.
She was a lean, she wanted Gucci. I ride with some honest on me, I got a Gucci. Pull up in the Jeep, I put it on 4G. I want your body, give me stuff on the front seat. We gon' go for an hour, then we gon' move to the back seat. When you give me your left hand, just be up to the cat. Run it back, like a track meet. They relax me, you ain't gotta ask me. I do it back, yeah. Fucking that, you gotta tap it. Got me buzzing like busting the racks out. I gotta run in the front of the great to this on no pub. I was in the rave at the White House, one of the cars of Coco. I gotta drag you up. She got baby, just nigga with us. I got that on the pussy, keep coming in the cut. I keep a bad for her. She know that she coming to court. Had a thug ass to the port. Gotta take that ass to the north. Yeah. She was a lean, she wanted a Gucci. I ride with some honest on me, I got a Gucci. Pull up in the Jeep, I put it on 4G. I want your body, give me stuff on the front seat. We gon' go for an hour, then we gon' move to the back seat. When you give me your left hand, baby, I put the cat. Run it back, like a track meet. They relax me, you ain't gotta ask me. She was Celine, I'm a Celine king. Eat the pussy with my grandma, put it all on my bang lane. I call my little mama, she want the Balenciaga. Sippin' sake in the bowl, we can't go to Indiana. 2020, 720S, it's a nice car. Yeah, it's a jet to my window black. Can we top me at the light? You into that? Panties to the sky, we go miles like a muscle shit. But I give you way more than 3 minute increments. I spent $100 on the spring on my clean. She said she love me every time when I'm leaving. I'm a fucking sex symbol. She was lean, she wanted Gucci. I ride with some honest on me, I got a Gucci. Pull up in the Jeep, I put it on 4G. I want your body, give me stuff on the front seat. We gon' go for an hour, then we gon' move to the back seat. When you give me your left hand, baby, I put the cat. Run it back, like a track meet. They relax me, you ain't gotta ask me.
That motherfucker got off on that shit. That shit fine. Okay, fuck with Rowdy. Fuck with me.
Oh, Lord,
That's
this is
another
another
I
one.
got a rap to another nigga. I got a brother take on me. I got that leg, bitch, bitch, nigga ain't heard of me. Give me my section advantage. I ride my strap in the park. And my dogs all set like cart. Got a bad bitch with
when she a Barbie. You don't wanna start with, got some hood niggas posted in the jar. I had this nigga on back of a car, spit like a girl, 33 on Cartier. I got 33 bitches with me, I'ma flow through the city, sipping on some Chardonnay. Fucking, I'ma buy out the bar today. Fucking, I'ma buy out the bar this day. I'ma hang with the gang, make it only game with the fit.
That motherfucker, hell, man. Hell, nah, hell. Yeah, nah.
Said she running, fuck another bitch, I made it hit. Feel like Michael Jackson, smooth, smooth criminal, smooth type. I put some ice on top, it's just a cool off. I got my runners on me, trapping on my post. Hit that booty on the trip and make it pussy drip. Pussy designer, she always fits. He like to ride on the dick. I got diamonds that Beyonce. Baby, they like I'm around me. Shake your head at a real nigga. Ride rich, I get figures. Been around this burger silver. Don't change like a caterpillar. I got tennis like Serene. I put 20,000 in your name. Or anything. How about the position? He lay down like a lazy day. I got crack like a egg. The times like JJ. She said she gonna fuck another bitch. I made it happen. Feel like Michael Jackson. Move over. Smooth criminal. Smooth type of girl. I put some ice on top, it's just to cool off. I got my runners on me, trapping on my post. Take that booty on the trip and make it pussy drip. Pussy designer, she always fits. He like to ride on the dick. I see that pussy through your pantyhose. I fuck on the back, I put my bun. Okay. That little bitch tall, I fuck up on my tippy toes. Keep Chanel up with her bed, she come right out of that killer phone. Yeah, I need racks just like Venus. Niggas claim the title every day, but that don't mean shit. Yeah, then put your wig on, that's on God, suck my penis. Every bitch your IG say they feet lit. I got a crew, she listen to jazz, she not into drama, but she into bass. We having sex and no like the brand, she pulling the X, she feeling her ass. Yeah, I'm dirty, your bitch, you know I got the power. Can you be down like you show power? You bring your friend, make me proud. Get on your knees and get us around. Say she running, fuck another bitch, I made it happen. Feel like Michael Jackson, move over. Smooth criminal, smooth type of girl. I put some ice on top, it's just to cool off. I got my runners on me, trapping on my post. Take that booty on the trip and make it pussy drip. Pussy designer, she always fits. He like to ride on the dick.
Yeah, that. Oh! Yeah! Gosh, yeah, what's up, Rowdy? Rowdy Rich! Yeah, I'm over that shit too. Oh, what? That motherfucker did a run on this shit. Hey!
Yeah. Big seven like Biggie. I was trying to go and get it straight about the mother, nigga. Murder, keep my slugs, my nigga. I was taught to never show no love, my nigga. Top of 10 legs. I ain't never had no feelings. What I got playing next. Gotta put the stars in the ceiling. Slide down Fairfax. Nigga, I was plotting on me. I want to be a nigga. So that's a lot I ain't feeling. Yeah. Perky. Dirty soda. Hey, only talk bags on the Motorola. Hey, put the Hellcat like a Corolla. Hey, I'ma let these racks talk from the lips. Bitch, and I ride with the shoot. Hey, made my cousin feel it. And at 15, I was able to do it drug dealer. I'm so cold hearted I can't show no love, nigga. But I fuck that bitch to party next door, Persian rugs, nigga. Bought a brand new AP, it was 50,000 total. It felt like a flu game when I saw that dog.
Hold up, Rowdy. Hold up. We gonna change the tempo. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta get back to I was questioned by some folks of mine on YouTube. It's like, yo, that Don Tolliver. I fuck with that too. So, Rowdy, I ain't pushing you aside, but I gotta go with Don Tolliver for a bit because that cat got some of the baddest motherfucking music. He with Travis crew. He got some bad shit too. But I really do fuck with Tolliver. Yeah, I fuck with Don Tolliver music, man. It started with this shit right here. I'm gonna play the song where I was like, yo, fucking Don Toliver's a bad motherfucker, man. Like he cold blooded, and I gotta remember that song because if you check me out on my some shows before I had my guns, my pistols, and all of my motherfucking displaying all of my artillery and shit on my show. It was a fucking song. I'm trying to make sure I picked the right one. I think it's this shit right here. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
I'll play that later. It ain't this one either. I gotta go. Oh, that ain't that one. This one? I gotta see if it's this one. Okay, That ain't it.
Candy couldn't be so sweet. Candy couldn't be so sweet. Candy couldn't be so sweet. Red bottoms under my feet. Candy couldn't be so sweet. Candy couldn't be so sweet.
That's it, Rob.
Candy couldn't be so sweet.
It's the fucking song.
I know you had enough.
Ain't on that album.
I know you had enough.
It's on this next album.
Stay a while. I know you had enough of me. You know, down in bad enough. You and all your friends, I thought that needed trouble. You know where you're back, but he leaves it all. You so united, you don't give a fuck. It's already over, gonna take your toe. I'ma hit you from the back and that's as far as you go. All I know, all down, low. She get money on that pussy and she crawls the phone. You put so much and she's a happy now. So, meanwhile, ain't no one scared. Yeah. Meanwhile, so watch it for 12. Bring it to my guy, I ain't going to tell. I know you had enough. I know you had enough. Stay a while. I know you had enough. You can't trust me. You never know we lust. You don't possess. Gon' get it off your chest.
Hey.
Read my text. Try to get wet like a gas.
That should be jamming though. Toliver got another album. This motherfucker right here cold too. Check this shit out.
Just for love of you, I'm sorry, but it can't go here. You can't realize that what you said. But you still got it. Always asking what you do until I'm taking shot.
Tune in to Will's podcast on YouTube. Yeah. Check out all the platforms just like that. Facebook. Let's go. Oh shit.
And I know that it gets old when it gets cold. Just for love of you, I'm sorry, but it can't go. You gotta realize that what you said. I know that it's a long time, but still get sexy. Still get sexy. Call my phone, texting. Yeah, I had time to come roll out. I ain't so long, bound for blow. You look nice, you look short. Going crazy, I know, but I know now. The people love it.
Motherfucker bad, man. Tell him. Damn right. Yo, skip, bitch. Skip you. A lightweight, there you go. I want one more. This that motherfucker right here. This is the track. This the one. Oh! Yeah! This motherfucker that cut up. Relax. Y'all don't get it. I mean, badass done, guys. Y'all listen up to this shit right there. Check it out. It's a break. I'll be back, goddammit.
Got you moving, we cautious. When I ask you, they start talking. Saying you out way too often. Been some friends, but that's some history. Ain't only all I have been looking at me. I ain't so flawless. I like 20 years and nothing. It's like 3 to 4. We can rock it up and need some money. No one is overnight. I'm only years and I'm hard to fight. Every tear's looking overnight. I don't work for it. I see you, baby. I only see you for what you want. That's not what I see when you in my face. That's not what I see when you at my place. That's not what I see, girl. You know you. Is it so hard to do what you came to do? Honey's got a hold on you. And I know you rather lie here than tell the truth. But like I say, I can talk about some beaches I don't know about. Impressed by you. But I pull up with that key, impressed by you. Ain't really into no small talk. I'm really out of your ballpark. It's way too easy. You'll never believe me. Life come back and full circle. And look whatever it is, I don't really need it. That right there is my version.
Motherfucker, Tommy jamming, man. God damn. Hell yeah. Hey. That shit be rocking, goddamn. Chill out, y'all. Subscribe to the Will Lives podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the Will Lives. This is how we get out in the evenings, goddamn it. Yeah, Thursday going to the Friday. Let's get it, goddamn. Nope. Oh, baddest song on the motherfucking album, goddamn. That's true. I gotta give it to y'all on this one. Like a Saturday. Never give you back. I love your intellect. I guess I look too shady, I call it
Taking my doubts and never bring back. Free my mind, I make somebody else stay hard. Cause I feel like I get you into that. I just wanna love you like 100 rats. Taking you out the sun and never bring back. No place I can't go. Love ain't ignored. Love's got a melody.
Motherfucking dummy, rocking that shit. Get him, Tolliver. Go, go, go. Tolliver. Get him. Yeah, yeah. Lay out. Get him, Tolliver. Get him going. I'm gonna let y'all listen to Don, goddammit. I'll be back. Enjoy the album. I'll be back, goddammit. Enjoy the album. Make your ass be a special. I'll be back. Enjoy the album. Y'all gonna enjoy the music? I'm on my Don Tolliver shit. I'll be back. Peace.
like here we go again. I wanna leave the club right now, baby. I wanna leave the club right now. I'm feeling this shit, it's something. I'm feeling you, honey. Don't know how you got your function. I'm feeling you, honey. Ooh, baby, please. What's that open? Show me that. Ooh, baby, please. Let's just go a little bit. Ooh, baby, please. I want you how I want you. Ooh, baby, please. VIP, I'm off the mud right now. My bitch text my phone, in the club right now. Make excuse the kids need me, I'ma do it right now. Quarter ticket for the back end on the court right now. They see I don't want the stories. Tell me if I lied, then she probably turn the lure. Your friends over there when I'm below, we have a audience. I don't care if it's just a bad crowd, don't record me. Smirk, Richie my arm. I can't fuck a bitch who said some shit the dawn. No cash on me, I just set a storm and get a room. Innocent in the club, but you wanna try strong. I wanna cool them. But she can leave, I'ma hop in a Uber. If you ever heard I fuck your friends, that's a rumor. But baby, what's that open? Show me that. Ooh, baby, let's just go a little bit. Up on my roses, I'm about to leave the section. Sitting here for hours, I love the blue and extra. Speed at the hours, looking kind of reckless. One in on that wheel, one in on that text. Where you with you got to meet, fully missed out. Come on, drunks, tell them like you better have it dick out. Whip up sign this pussy, just a warning, it might slip out. Get back from my root to whoop, my nigga think I'm still out. He dig me down to me, so he tryna make me stop him. Little dude, you know I thought I leave, I'm finna block him. Niggas go mix to the fucking mountain stop. Ayy, looking for a showers for the cake with me to rock on the gun. No, it gets better. Even in the rain, you gotta keep your head up. I ain't a Cali, she said she better. I'm like whatever when she mad, the sex better. I put the diamond on your face, shot better. I put the key to you and now we here together. You're the only girl for me. You're the only girl that I need. Ready to hold my hand, ready to be a heart, ready to be I told her you play my song yet tonight, and that's how we live it. So you're the only girl for me, you're the only girl I need. You're the only girl for me, you're the only girl I need. I can take the stars out of the sky. There's nothing in this world that I could be pick you up, get it go down. Hit you in the backseat, get it go down. I just wanna pick you up, get it go down. Hit you in the backseat, get it go down. Get it go down, baby, get it go down. Girl, you a taxi, get it go down. Hit you in the backseat, get it go down. Get it go down. Okay, he say and she says, but that's off of the flex. Okay, she say about keepsakes, but that's off of the sex. And then ran into a whole girl, goddamn what's next. Get it all back in the crib, she didn't read my text. No sunset, no watch, baby, you couldn't clean my mess. So I walked down my hoodie on a low-key X. And I couldn't be your friend, baby, but I'm knowing I'm your bed, baby, take my hand. I wanna be your man. I need you to understand. Show you I can, show you I can. Get it go down. I just wanna pick you up, get it go down. Get you in the backseat, get it go down. I just wanna pick you up, get it go down. Get you in the backseat, get it go down. Get it go down, baby, get it go down. Oh, you a taxi, when it go down. Get you in the backseat, when it went down. When it go down. 25, like I said, keep it cool, let it go. Let's see, I never had to use a rubber man. Exhale, it's going down, so just starting tonight. I wanna be a for the rest of my life. I pray to God that she ain't just for one night. You know I'll be there when you call me up right. You know I wanna ride the space tonight. For the rest of my life, I wanna southside leaning tonight. Give me one hell of a night. Get it go down.
You know you know, you know I want you. I can take you in the backseat. I can take you in the backseat.
Oh, is it something that I need to know? We've been sipping, slow and moving slow. I can hear it coming my name. Come on, I say like you all night, look on that door. For me, I've been waiting. You finna have my way. Don't touch my hand, baby. Do it on my own. Running the chase.
Give up you in the give up you in the I can put you in the backseat. I can put you on the backseat.
You know, time is unexpected. I'ma be here up to bed. Looking in the mirror, no faces. What you doing, lay my pain stays. In the room, in the room. I'll be showing you things to Show me how you do that bitch for real. The way you dancing on that bonus choreo. Oh, work hard, you see the way it's like memorial. I work your back and work your heart, just how the story goes. And you said you was never tell, but you breaking your promise, breaking your thing. Want me to creep around and keep around, you gotta be on your toes. Since you love me, show your backstage, my show, I want you back in your mind. I'll be
Gotta get a little nourishment, life lessons, children, things like that. Check it out. Have y'all enjoyed? Have you enjoyed Tolliver so much? Yeah, I'm sure you have. Yeah, there you go. All right. Music is universal. It's something you feel, something you love, it's something you enjoy doing. Shout out to I gotta take an intermission real quick. Shout out to my nephews. Their birthdays, 24th and the 26th. My nephews, Gerald and Jamal. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, my beautiful nephews. I love you guys so much. You're doing so well in life, so successful. Shout out to Slack Gates. Yeah, straight up. Anyway, yeah, man. Life is awesome. Happy birthday, nephew. Yeah, straight up. I give you a call later. I send you a text. For sure. Anyway, tonight's show with AE is going to be about political gaming and how right now it's like it's fair game. Every man for himself. This is Wild Wild West again. Yeah, for sure. All right. We're going to crank a little Don back up. We're going to vibe a little bit, chill out. Hope you enjoy it. All right, let me check y'all out. Let me check TikTok out. Let me see how to see a little TikTok. What's happening, my people? What's happening, TikTok? I see you. What's happening? Let me say hi to a few people. Bob, you want to come on the show with me? Let's go. Yeah. Now the reality, what's happening? I bet y'all want to know the name of the book. Y'all want to know the name of the book? They want to know the name of the book. It's on TikTok. So you have it, the title. Prehistoric America. Yeah, we talking about some shit tonight. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some shit tonight. It's coming. Let's go. Check it out, y'all. Hey, let's talk about it tonight. Show you some shit. Show you some new screenshots of what we're talking about tonight, right? Okay. Change it up again, change it up again. Check it out, y'all. All right, hold on. Let me give you a better picture. Let me show you something else. Let's go. All right, TikTok. The reason why y'all got so many versions, so many backdrops and things of that nature is because I can do that shit. I can do it up here too, but I won't deal with that shit up on YouTube. Y'all too much shit going on with y'all. So give me a minute. Listen to some music. We're gonna change Don up. We're gonna change Don up. We're gonna get to something else. Something else that you gotta understand how my vibes be. Because I always gotta bring it back to the man of the South right now. And you know who that is. The cat that's busting all the bricks down. We gotta do it. We gotta do it, peoples. One last night, the night is cold. I need to let more. Hey!
Don't if you can't sell it, it ain't gas if you can't smell it. You can't shit it, you can't tell it.
You a lame! Come on, killer. No, we ain't humble. We are not humble. No, we ain't doing it. Tell what Ali said.
But they think you don't have nothing. People don't respect you when you look like you don't have some money. So I gotta back down. I gotta have a Rolls Royce.
I made it from so underrated. I'm moving like I'm undisputed. I know what happened when you keep on rapping and say I refuse to be muted. I got the money to call for beating the jaws and bitches and jewelry. I got the real estate ventures.
Hey!
I got the tennis ventures.
Check out.
Follow me, deal. I got the man, the purpose, the senator. I got the governor deal. Yeah. I'm Muhammad Ali. Talking my grind. Taking my crime. Diamonds on wood. You would've died. My diamond and pinky be sweet on the top of the die. Humble me now. Cause you are the greatest today that I make it. I sweat in my head. They don't wanna die. They don't wanna die. I had a dream. I fell from the sky. And I went to the hell. The devil said, no, you gotta go back. Cause you were too fine. I'm too wrong. You niggas is bad. And I'm a player. I'm just in the first. You niggas is cursed. You was just a prayer. Humble me now. Cause you are the greatest today that I make it. I sweat in my head. They don't wanna die. They don't wanna die. Humble me now. I wanted to grab it. In my grandma, and that's for Atlanta, bro. So I like a janitor. I get to the family, I'm like an animal. Some kind of animal. This is a cannibal. What we doing? What were you doing? The devil around, like how did he say? I walk out the door, my head up in hiccup with pride. Cause all of my heroes were hiccups, the FBI shots on them and they died. It ain't cold to cry. Captain winning the hide. I was sitting there in the room full of cops, I can't even sit with the line. I hate to quiet my mind. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. The liars were lying and lies. I kept on keeping my faith. The devil put me on the sleeping post. The Lord did not allow him to whip me. So I went to sleep. As free as can be, and the next day my son got a kid. Humble me now. Humble me now. Cause you were the greatest today that I make it. I sweat in my head. They don't wanna die. Don't wanna die. They don't wanna die. They don't wanna die. Humble me now. Humble me now.
at this motherfucker, man. We gonna come back on. Yeah. Yeah. That motherfucker Killer Kill from Adamsville. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go on to the next track in a minute. But I had to take time out to say what's up to y'all good peoples. You know, I want to play a track from here, Michael. Michael, this album, this motherfucker went in chains. Won a Grammy and went in chains. That's some crazy wild shit. That's wild. Who we got want to be invited as a guest? Hey, just text me. Want to be a guest, man? Just request the invite, request to join. That's all good. You did. Yeah, I only listen to certain music. Got a whole rotation in my mind, shit that I like. You know what I'm saying? I reach outside of that equation sometimes. It's cool. I do that, but yeah, I love all types and all genres of music. But man, I just had to go back to this, the original. You know what I'm saying? Michael album, that the Spawn off album was so fucking dope too, though. Like, that's hard to do. A lot of man, Killer White took it back to old school with doing that type of shit. It's fucking phenomenal. So I got to go to the original Michael, Down by Law, Atlanta, Georgia, stand up. Goddammit, that's right. The South, Dirty South, stand up. Atlanta, Atlantis. Let's go. Right here.
I just think time is everything.
Shit, 5 minutes.
This it. This one right here. That ain't easy. Stay motivated. Stay inspired. I owe it to myself. Stay down on it. And it ain't been hard.
Shout out, thank you to my subscribers to the Will This Podcast. Thank you so much. This is fucking hard work. We get it fucking done. Yeah. Let's go.
Hello, my niggas. Hello and hello, my niggas. We keep it mellow, my niggas. Stop sipping yellow, my niggas. Itching and twitching and itching, my niggas. Kissing, my niggas. Chasing your circle and no bitches missing, my nigga. A nigga don't listen. One thing I hate by my nigga. So I just pray by my nigga. Nigga is hard. Niggas that gave up on God. Baby God gave up on God. Baby, she came with me first. You said, all these all titles, so devils that pray in the world. This is a chucky to fail. Pray to God in the back of a cruiser. I pray to prison get you or
you right back. All six top show.
I was so young when I stood in that store. And I did not know that the money you paid me was meant for your babies, and now they just go. It was that big in my nigga. I had not bitches, my nigga. I had no bitch in my nigga. I wanted Gucci and Fendi, my nigga. Gucci and Fendi, my nigga. But none of them crackers, they love us, my nigga. All of them crackers, they fuck us, my nigga. Crackers, they women in love with the dog. They fuckers and suckers and love us, my nigga. Back to the trap. Back to the niggas and bars. Looking like I got a crook. But then I be better be rich. She buy you back a week. And then I know I'm a daddy, but if she's a Gucci first, don't get a key. Dick with her ass. She is the baddest of bad. Pretty as gold in the sky. All of that got. She got the face of a model. She got the heart of a scholar. She from the gutter, my nigga. Right to the mother, my nigga. We didn't even tell her, my nigga. We didn't even tell her, my nigga. Obama. Please free our mama, my nigga. A scholar, my nigga. Free people Voodoo, my nigga. Heart of a Zulu, my nigga. Free Larry Hoover, my nigga. Free Get Forth, my nigga. Fuck on the courts, my nigga. Moving like that for the Lord and the King. This every voice is the soul that I sing. Born in the womb of a beautiful teen. I am a beautiful, wonderful being. I am a king, my woman's a queen. That's what the heart is, being in the God. I study hard like John and Claw. Even in my days of whipping the hard. I tell the devil to black and his God. Keeping the players and playing my pawn. Leader my demon and posting the paw. Jury of bleeding like rock of the law. Myrick key is my down in the talk. You try to demon get down in the chalk. Bless all the fellas that handle the raw. Fuck all the tellers that blame for the law. Watch out for the hitters who sticks in the car. My name is Michael. Would you help me so hard it's harder? And I can do it as a father. And nobody's gonna lift my head up. And neither am I. You shot for the city that raised me. That's for the pain that you gave me. Because I didn't know God, but know that I was even alive.
right, let's take a moment to check out what we're gonna play next. Do we want Shed Tears? And I think that's an appropriate song because that shit send shock waves through your whole being and in your body and make you feel something different. You understand what I'm saying? So, Killer Mike is he did something so special on this album. I mean, it's you really need to understand this shit right here, man. It's just great. We're gonna go to we're gonna go back to the other album, and I'm gonna play a song, and I'm gonna play the other song, and we're gonna keep it make congruency. Okay, we're gonna try something new here, and I hope y'all like it. Check it out.
Summer was when you really grew up.
Tell me if I'm lying, goddammit.
But
Go off camera. I want y'all to hear this shit. Roll up
you
music.
had left to hold on to was the memories.
Stay high and rolling, ain't in the watches, don't mind the rolling. I ain't a pastor, you bastards. I keep a rap and stolen, chubby young, big talk slick, rolling like rolling, holding. 15, my girlfriend was thick, and she was slowly blowing. I was big, when she come up mine, she was dying. She was healthy, sad, but my niece is dying. She was fine. I was in my feelings, I was out my mind. It's that teenage love, making love, no love. It's that fortune money, gotta get it up. It's that I still feel like we still feel that baby girl. It's that it get worse. I had a baby by her club. It's that found and understand why we didn't go to church and wrong. You can hear them with a hurt so deep their heart came from that far. Smile and make each other crumble, but now over from the storm. I remember love that time that we made love on mama's soul. Told me she was pregnant by this older nigga and it's over. It's over. Summers and our teenage love had turned to something summer. I couldn't love her like I used to see somebody's baby mama. But she called me to come over when she go to see her mama. And we make love and she talked about her stress and all her trauma. As the project like the shine, the project with no blinds. I was sure to stroke her body, I would dig and poke her mind. I asked her what you gonna be, and she said, not gonna be fine. Fine, don't give my brilliant mind. You gonna be better than fine. Told me I had places to travel, and she really wanted to fly. Told me I was more than a dope boy. Don't follow the devil coming blind. Just seen her a couple of times and told her, hey baby, I owe her. She hugged me, held me tight. You did it like I told you. Did it.
Change up, motherfuckers. Yeah. Change up, goddamn.
Stay high and holy, ain't in the watches, don't mind the rolling. I ain't a pastor, you bastards. I keep a black stone, chubby young, shit talk slick, rolling like rolling ponies. 15, my girlfriend was thick, and she was slowly blowing. I would beat it down, when she come up fine. we still kill our baby club. It's that eating hustle and a baby mouth club. It's that finally understand why women go to church and home. You can heal them with the hustle, see they heart they come back from. Smile and make each other come, but could not overcome the storm. I remember the last time that we made love with mama so told me she was pregnant by this older nigga and his old. A couple summers and I can't love that turned to something stronger. I can't love her like I used to see somebody's baby mama. But she called me, took her over when she go to see her mama. And we make love and she talks about her stress and all her trauma. Had the project like a sign, the project with no lines. I would slowly smoke her body, I would try to pick her mind. I asked her what you gonna be and she said Michael, I'm gonna be fine. Told me when I really get mine, you gonna be better than fine. Told me I had patience rap, and she really wasn't in the fine. Told me I was more than a dope boy. Don't follow the left on the line. And seen her a couple of times. And told her, hey baby, I owe you. You love me, you love me tight. You did it, Michael, I told you. Said she was such a fine lady. Fine lady. She my soul of I remember you called and said, Michael, I am pregnant. I responded, baby girl, a baby girl might be a blessing. And I ain't Usher, baby, but this here is my confession. I must own it, I didn't want it. Even now I know I'm flexing. Cause all that raw dog sexing, I knew I would get you pregnant. And all this teenage love is really just about possessing. They call it adolescence cause we learn it adolescence. And I ain't grown because I wrote some songs that carry weapons. I was rubbing on your tummy when your mommy asked for money. Told me your procedure's Monday and she gon' need like 400. And had I known your mother wasn't gon' never let you keep it, I wouldn't have told my partners, would have kept that news a secret.
Real life situations happen to us. That shit has happened to me. It's real talk. Fucking right.
When you lived in the ghetto in the hood, you seen some of these people that was getting pregnant, you will realize like they can't afford it. They don't need to be pregnant. This girl can go to school. This girl's smart. Her parents ain't paying for it. She actually gonna get a scholarship, but she ain't gonna tell them that she been fucking.
We gonna go here, goddammit. Ain't let y'all ass off. Hell no. Yep. We gonna listen. Y'all gonna listen to this shit. Hey.
I've been riding, dipping on my pistol, sipping liquor. I ain't got two nickels. I can work together, weather, stormy weather. We'll never end for me, but if it don't, hey, it's whatever. I will never, ever give up on my mission to take Michael to another level. Mama, I got several new hustles, so pepper, cheddar, parmesan, mozzarella. I've been always at a never been a beggar, even when I stood on niggas. In real life, there ain't no ball about no goofy monster stitching. My cousin's schizophrenic, bring him sometimes he get busy. He said, I just pray to God that he okay and God was his wish. Swear to God is my witness, even though it ain't your business. He called my auntie and looked older than Michael Grammy. And they tell her, tell you that I will be successful. Must be blind and fucking tell it's fucking pressure, ain't no pressure by no measure whatsoever. Bob Chevy doing swear to high flying eagle feather. Swear to God, prayer word. Swear to God, heal hurt. Swear to God, as I sit in my birth. Swear to God, I put in my work. Swear to God.
I gotta pause that one real quick simply because the next song I'm about to play, I'm gonna end it tonight. I gotta go on with AE. It's Thursday. You know, we on time tonight, so check it out. Let me give him a call back real quick. First of all, TikTok, thank y'all for being such a beautiful, lovely crowd. I see y'all back on YouTube in a minute. But TikTok, I love you. I appreciate you. I love the support. Thank you so much. You have always been true to the game, but don't forget to go and subscribe to the Will Is podcast right now on YouTube. I am also live on YouTube. I didn't tell you on purpose, but I'm live on YouTube. I'm coming up off here. I'm continuing on YouTube for a spell. I got to get AE a call. We got to get our show for tonight. We already know we're going on. So yeah, we popping. We cooking, and we're gonna continue to give you some of the best content, good shows, good afternoon shows, playing a little music, talking a little, spin a little game, talking a little shit, and swallow a little spit. So anyway, I'll holler at you motherfuckers on TikTok. We're still on YouTube right now. We kicking. So if y'all want to go on over to YouTube, the Will This Podcast, subscribe. I'm live right now. Go to the Will This Podcast right now. If you fucking with me for real. I'll holler at y'all. Peace. I'll continue to be playing music a little bit. I'll be still doing what I'm doing. But I'll holler at y'all. Peace. Love you. And don't forget, the will is yours. Yeah, I got that. For sure. Peace. All right. TikTok is fabulous, y'all. TikTok is lovely. I hope they come over. It would be great. I appreciate it. Come over to the show. You know what I'm saying? It's a little earlier for everybody's taste. You dig? So let me give AE a call. Let me holler at my brother real quick. Good evening, my brother. How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
That's great. Are you ready for that invite? We can go now if you're ready, man. We're going to do a show about the current events that's going on. I want people to hear your thoughts, your knowledge, and what because it's valuable. So I'm on live. Oh, okay. You right. So the current events will be let me put you on my earbuds right. Okay. So the current events, it's gonna be a current event show. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of the show earlier today. That was I'm currently doing right now. I've been on for quite some time. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a show tonight about what's going on in the current events. The fuck you events. We want to be talking about. We want to talk about how Donald Trump has completely, some things that he's doing right now are completely unscrupulous. So unscrupulous, illegal, everything. So I listened to Malcolm Nance and Joy Reid's show. I was playing that show earlier on this show before Malcolm Nance and Joy Reid. So Malcolm Nance has a show. He's what you call the name of the show. I named it earlier on the podcast. I'm still on live right here on YouTube. So I named the show, and they did an actual phenomenal show, and it's about the journalist that, you know, the difference between a journalist and an activist, and we got to talk about the current events, the difference between journalists and activists, and why people have different perspectives and why they function and they behave different ways, and how us right here in the black media needs to practice how to, you know, not necessarily uh, 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 destroy them, but let's just show them that what we talking about is absolutely on some real shit too. So when you listen to Joy Reid and Malcolm Nancy talk about their perspective for the Pope, I mean they out here wilding like some real like YouTubers. They're YouTubers. They're content creators. They're respecting the fact that they're content creators now, because content creation has its own genre. So when you get to see them get out of here, I'm not gonna go against what they're saying. I'm trying to understand from their perspective, and how when I, you know, because we're basically the mystery people, the my story, the history, understanding history from all perspectives. You see how I try to be with multiple references. So that's what we're gonna be discussing tonight, my brother. If you understand, I know you dig me. I know you fuck with me. Hello, you there? Oh, for sure, for sure. Oh yeah, coming in the house. All right, cool. So yeah, man, it's gonna be an exciting show tonight. I can't wait to have you on. I can actually, yeah, I got you. Ah! Hey, I'm here. I ought to put you on the show so people hear your crazy mind. You silly. They don't know how silly you is. They don't- So the show gonna be, you know how we normally have my whip moment agendas, but tonight we finna go a little wild, man. We finna show our other side, because we see journalists out here, but we finna go and patch them up and see what angles they be coming from, because yeah, okay. Oh yeah, we do got to do that tonight. That is for sure. I did promise you that. We got to go into the Belfort Act, at 1947. We got to go into how the Khazarians became who? Oh, the Jewish. They didn't call themselves Israelites. They didn't call themselves. They can't call themselves Hebrew because they speak Yiddish. So technically, they say we Jewish because they study the religious practices, or so they say. So we're gonna get into all of that shit tonight. Oh yeah, for sure. So anyway, YouTube, we will see you later. We're not gonna go online. I gotta prepare for the show tonight. I want to get cleaned up. I want to get right tonight. So y'all, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for joining in. However many of it was you, I think it was probably a couple of people, but you good. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for anybody, any and everybody. Reach one, teach one. It don't matter if it's just one. I love it. Anyway, my subscriber count, I'm so grateful for, because you people are the loves. We love you guys. So we hope to keep on bringing you great content. And remember, we're going to bring some more content tonight. And like I said, remember, you know it's my favorite part of the show. You know, it's my favorite part. So the wheel is yours. Peace. I see you in